Sure.
Okay. You want to do a quick recap of what had happened previous to this?
We met Eleonora, who is a Persona user from out of town. She gave us the rundown on how to help people who are being attacked by fairies, which is we have to learn more about them in order to find their fetch in their internal psyche world and destroy it.
Mm-hmm.
And so we went around Mr. Hoffman's brain, found a string of connected people who are leading us in the real world to someone who was his drug dealer and someone who was maybe his acquaintance friend, something.
Mm-hmm.
And then we also decided that we needed to have someone, and that someone being Wyatt, go and help out or keep an eye on the person who had come up to him and been really weird, whose name is escaping me at specifically this moment.
Lauryn?
Lauryn, okay.
Yep. And Lauryn was the one you also had found the Twitter thing where you saw the Fae appear on that.
Right.
So, at this point, I believe the plan was for Lex and Orin to head to Billy Arnold's home to try to find out about the drug dealer, and you were going to go to the high school game or the football game in order to find Lauryn.
Yeah.
Okay, so to begin with, did you get the address for Billy, or just knowing that knowing his name?
I think we threatened the address out of her.
Yeah. All right, so yeah, the place he lives, it's not like the worst part of town. It's in one of the kind of bigger cities that's somewhat nearby. I mean, there's not lots of huge ones, but it's not all the way up in Seattle. So you kind of got your place to go this evening, but let us begin with Wyatt heading into the joy of the football game. Now, this is not normally the kind of place that you go, correct?
Correct.
So you are sort of heading into a territory that's maybe not what you would prefer to be in.
Yeah.
You going by yourself?
Yeah. I will know. Eleanor's coming with me. I think we decided.
Okay. Yes, Eleanor.
So I guess we'll try meet up at the game.
Yes, Eleonora here can be a kind of basically a new student who is coming along, and note here. So the game itself is like these games often are, like fairly crowded. There are people from like a good amount of people from this area, also from the other team, which right now you're sort of looking out and you can tell the colors apart. But this may or may not, I'm assuming, do you not pay enough attention to know what this rivalry might be?
I've never heard of this rivalry.
Okay. Yeah, so not one you've dealt with because you're like, I don't deal with this shit. But it is the Varsity Boys kickoff, so a lot of people have shown up. You've got like the new freshmen that are out there that are like I'm gonna have school spirit. And some of the ones that are like there to scope out the whoever they're interested in. Even though school spirit is maybe not the thing that they are kind of most into. But there is a kind of a large group of people that are hanging out and having fun, and unfortunately, you see a member of your fan club, one of the ones that sometimes bothers you, Jessica Dontrell. Jessica means well, but she is like an absolute music geek. And remind me a little bit about the kind of music that Wyatt creates.
It is either like uh, it straddles this sort of this spectrum where the two poles are extremely like chill, cutesy, like video game inspired esque like chill out music,
Mhm.
and like esoteric like noise noise something. Yeah.
Okay. And is it lyric or is it just the music?
Depends. Totally
Okay.
depends.
Okay, you got a mix.
Yeah. When there's lyrics, they're like super heavily distorted.
Yeah. So she sees you
Mhm.
and just, oh my god, and she like rushes over, and like you kind of feel Eleonora like tense up a little bit next to you. She just kind of very quietly goes, "Friend of yours?"
No. This is what I was telling you when I asked if you knew who I was already.
Is this an X?
Huh?
Is this an X?
No, no X's. 0 X's. I have 0 evil X's. No, this is just someone who knows me.
So
Don't make eye contact.
yeah, she rushes up and just sort of like grabs your arm. Oh my god, Wyatt, you've never, I don't think you've ever been to a football game before.
I like jerk my arm away. I'm like, okay, yeah, no, I haven't. I'm here now. Hi.
Let me do this. This too. Yeah, that she. Yeah, sorry. Just real quick. Yeah, a bit pain in the butt. There we go. So she's kind of grabbed onto, like, no, but everyone's gonna be, so this is gonna be awesome. And she grabs her cell phone and like snaps a picture real quick. Now she's got a 7. She is probably gonna be working your last nerve.
Great. All right. Let me get here. Did you already keep the effects?
Yep. It's just a D4 because I got a 1 on the D6.
Yeah. Okay. So remove all dice. Then this is definitely about my popularity. I wish everyone would just leave me alone. I have no relationship with them. This is fan club, right? Does that just roll?
Yeah,
Or-
if you want to add that to it, because you remember you add those afterwards.
Oh, I add those afterwards
Because
okay.
one of them gets added directly onto the total.
Okay, so should I put one in the pool or I leave them separate?
So what you do is you would make your normal roll, and or actually I guess they're D4s. You probably don't have the other D4s. You can just roll them, and we know that those are what those are.
Okay. And I don't think it's just values. I don't have any relationships. I guess is Eleonora count?
Yeah, she's with you.
Yeah, she's with me. We have a D4 relationship with her actually, so we do need to remove these. Remove check die. All right. So this is just Eleonora's D4, and then I guess this is me trying to be sneaky in a way, like don't cause a ruckus. Okay, here we go.
And then you wanted to add the fan club after. You also
I'll do the fan club after.
All right,
since
cool.
We got an Eleonora D4. All right, so there's the. Oh my god!
All right, go grab yourself a plot point.
Uh-huh.
And
Where
then
are we keeping track of those?
I'm sorry. Let me show them again.
Oh yeah, they're the cards.
Yeah, show.
All right, I will draw a plot point card. Draw, and then
everyone should start with 2. Which I think everyone else is.
Best total, choose best effect. And then and then I get to add a 2 D4s.
Yep.
All right. Let's roll these 2 checked die. That's a 2 and a 2.
All right, so you get to add one of those to it. So you got the 9 on her there.
Hell yeah.
Yeah, so what was your response again?
Just like, listen, I'm just trying to have like a nice night out. Like, it would be cool if you just, kept this chill. Like,
No, it's
just chill. Keep the vibe chill.
She's like typing something out of her. No, it's going to be totally chill. Because you know what? We respect you. Oh shit. Yeah, we respect you. You won that one. I got a 6 total on that one. So yeah, she's not able to beat yours. So, yeah, it'll be total chill. I'm just kind of getting a hold of a few people right now. That's all I really need to do.
I mean, it would be cool if you could just like, if I see you somewhere, I don't text a bunch of people that you're there. So it'd be cool if you could like do the same.
Oh, I
yeah,
mean,
but like we're not. It's just a little weird, Like you're like my age.
Oh,
like, like
yeah.
I'm not like just like chill night out, chill vibes.
Yeah, I'm sorry. I didn't. I mean, but you're here with your girlfriend, so like I.
No. That's extremely wrong.
Oh, okay. Well, actually, yeah. The people in school know you're gay, right?
He doesn't know what he is.
Oh, okay. So
they know he's queer at least.
Okay, yeah. So
of some kind. Yeah. Yeah. So, but yeah. I think it's still funny for like just because people know doesn't mean that everyone's good about it.
Yep. Yeah. And she kind of looks back and forth. She's like, "Oh, I'll I can. That's fine."
Yeah. I hope you have like. No, it's cool. Just have a chill night.
Okay.
As soon as she like turns away, I turn to Eleanor and just like let out the biggest sigh. This is what I have to deal with every single day.
She just kind of looks at you. She's like, "Wyatt, you're so popular. You're my hero."
Oh my god! Fuck off.
No, really, you have a little fan club following you around. That's hysterical.
I have a literal fan club. Like they're registered with the school.
It's a school
the vice president
organization.
of the student council runs it.
It's a school organization.
I know it's fucked. It's fucked. Who has a fan club for a sophomore at their own school?
You're far too cool to be a Persona user. This seems super weird.
Thank you. Finally, someone knows how weird this is. Finally.
All right, so we can cut to Ivy and Ceras.
Yes.
Yep. So, for the two of you, you have been. Are either of you like partake at all, drug wise?
Nope.
I think she did, and that was one of the reasons why her big brothers got her out of the city and over to here, because it was like a bit of a problem.
Okay. What had you done before this?
Probably just stick to weed.
Okay. So yeah, not like white knuckling it, but more just like you completely like all motivation probably essentially went the bye.
Yeah, I think she just like went to weed, and like there was a moment where she may have upgraded, but her brother stepped in and was like, "No, we're getting you somewhere fucking remote, so this isn't a thing."
Okay. And I'm assuming this is probably not the sort of thing. Yes, Ceras was probably was your father involved in this stuff? Did we ever talk about what your father was actually involved in?
I imagine he had a bit of everything under his belt. Like a lot of the town's shittier activities flowed through him in one manner or another. I imagine, though, he was mostly about keeping track of the money.
Okay. Yeah, so this isn't something that would have been like specific around where you would have been.
Like he might have had like ledgers of like suppliers going in and out of town, but he would not know anybody on like the individual dealer level.
Okay. So the street you're on it's one of those where the light poles and such that are there, none of them actually seem to be sort of on or activated. They seem broken. Like it is a dark ass street in a kind of dark part of town. Like just this whole area has been not particularly well lit. As you're kind of going through, there's dogs and such. Can either of is one of you the one that can drive?
I can drive.
Okay, so you driving there?
Yep.
What do you drive?
It is a new car, and it is like weirdly nice.
Mm.
Probably some kind of sedan.
Was this a dad trying to win you over?
This is a dad trying to win me over a car.
Yep.
Oh, Christ.
Like, I'm pretty sure it's purchased with crazy illegal money or, like, scammed off a dealer or something, but I can't get rid of it without...
Yeah, like there is a chance it could get repossessed. Like on the outside.
I think Ivy puts her feet up inside the car. Wait, no, I think she says, "Are we sure you're not the drug dealer?"
I'm really damn sure.
Right.
So the house that it is a part of, there's a fenced-in backyard, but you really kind of can't see what's back there from where you are. The house itself has got like there's light on inside, but the curtain across the main window has been pulled. It looks fairly dingy. The storm door at some point come off, and you have sort of like a peeling paint door that is waiting for a knock or a doorbell or something.
So, how many times have you been to a dealer's house?
Ceras, like, pauses, and some, like, the answer in his head almost becomes every day of my life. But he just... I don't associate.
Right. What are you wearing right now, by the way?
He's probably dressed down, hoodie, jeans, that kind of thing.
Right.
There's still some nicer objects in there, but at least he's not dressed to the nines in his school uniform.
Yeah. She says, just try not to act like you're a cop. You should be fine. What are we trying to do? We're trying to find out information about him and the ISI guy. Whatever his name was. Yeah.
You just chilling out in front of his house in the car?
Yeah, I think it like takes a few moments before we like get out and then go over and like knock.
All right, so both of you are there when you knock?
Yep.
All right, so when you get there and knock, there are what sound like two very large dogs that are in there. And so right now, this is probably to see if this puts some fear into you. This is just if you beat it, you're not affected. If not, you will be. But yeah, there's a total of 12 for essentially an attack on your fear here.
I have a question.
Yes.
So the last two sessions we've been in the hedge, and normally at the end of the session, your die rating, your like stress die goes down, right? By 1. Is that true?
It would be just the beginning of this session, but it would just be down from what it was last time in the real world.
In the real world, so like our stress doesn't change while we're in the hedge.
Correct.
Okay.
Well, because time passes in a different way there, and also like things like just that game itself, the action stuff moves a bit slower
Yeah.
and in a different way. So yeah, if everyone if I think usually at the end of the session we've been taking it down when we do growth pool stuff.
Okay.
Oh yeah, I'll remove the dice that are there.
So what are we rolling for this?
Well, so there'll be a value. The relationship here that automatically fits would be because of Abe.
Wait, is Abe the devil?
Yeah, Abe Hoffman. Yeah, he's
Okay.
the ISI supervisor.
I just have Hoffman. I'll put Abe. Yeah, that's true. What's a good value here?
While you're doing this real quick, I'm gonna just refill my drink. I'll be right back.
No worries.
And I'm back.
I have no good values to deal with fear.
Well, it's some. I mean, you can look at the reason you're coming here. And there's going to be a fear because like you're bringing yourself here for a reason.
Dice. Power dice plus quality dice plus status dice plus mod. Still know how to add in the 1d4 on that.
Oh, I'm going to challenge my power thing.
Okay.
Those with power don't have responsibility, yet seemingly the power that I have gotten has put me into this some strange responsibility right now.
Yeah.
Immediately challenged.
All right. So triple it. You can just highlight it to show that it is going to be down by 1 for the rest of it, but also go ahead and add that die to your growth pool.
So I down it by 1, but I triple what it was.
No, you triple what it is, and then
then step down.
Yeah.
Cool. Relationship was Abe.
If you want, you can just kind of highlight it to remind it's down one. You don't have to literally take it down.
Oh, okay. Yeah. I think that's it. Okay.
Okay. You got one of your distinctions?
Yeah, was this impulsive? Was this quite impulsive to just come here without questioning it?
Seems a little bit.
Yeah, cool. So that's an extra d4. Roll all dice.
Also, if you want to use a thing, you can earn a plot point and add a d6 to trouble for acting rashly. Yeah, grab yourself another plot point anyway, but you will definitely you are not made afraid because of it.
Cool.
And remove that, and then Orin.
Hold on, I'm trying to pull up the character thing. So grab one for each.
Yeah, so you go with these ones. It's a value, a relationship, and a distinction is the base, and then like your extras and locations, if they apply, you can add one on top of it.
Bad girl. Bad girl.
Sorry, puppy troubles.
There's no reason to potty on the
Is it still eating things?
Now it's shitting everywhere.
Ah.
Improvement.
Is it though?
Sissy even knew. Freddie walked away and Freddie come back.
Relationship and distinction. So I've got justice, the family reputation, and I'll even toss like my dad's relationship in there. See if I can get by on word of mouth. Hello?
Yep.
Okay. I like it. Is it just, it's one dice for each, so 3 dice?
Yeah, so generally, so you've got your value, relationship, your distinction, and then if they fit, which I don't know if yours do, the locations or extras can be added. You basically add them after.
Okay. I don't think I've got any locations or extras that are... Yeah. So let's roll these 3. Roll all dice.
Okay. Yep. You also have, you've also beaten it. So there's a get back. Door opens up and you see a guy probably mid to late 30s, just sort of like looking out there, and he's smoking. Just sort of looks you over and goes, "Who the fuck are you?"
Thanks for a second on whether or not like this guy would actually know.
Okay. Out of character, coming from someone who has never been to a dealer, I have no idea how to approach this. My character would.
We're moving up the chain a couple ranks, so
Yeah, it's generally an odd thing to just show up at a dealer house you don't know. Like usually you're referred to by somebody.
Oh, didn't we learn the names of some of the people that were like? So the people that we spoke to in the hedge.
Yep.
What was some of their names?
Alana was one of them.
Alana. Was Alana the woman in the second house, or is Alana the?
She was the woman in the second house who used to date Billy.
Cool. It's probably very impulsive to just name drop someone that is an ex now. That's probably a bad idea, but she's going to do it. Yeah, she says, Alana said this is somewhere where we can buy stuff.
Yeah, do me a favor. Make a roll on that. We'll see if you kind of get through to him, because that.
Hey. I'm using authority. Oh wait, no, this is more truth, I guess. Does this guy count as a feature?
No.
No.
He's essentially an extra. He's a small. A feature is essentially one of your, like an extra that you have.
Okay.
Or rather, I'm sorry. And a feature is like a relation. Someone who would be a relationship.
Okay.
Extras are the other ones.
Okay, so in Best Smile, it says spend a plot point to gain a D8 relationship with a feature for the rest of the scene. But if I already have a relationship with them,
what I think you can do here is, but you basically can turn him into a feature for this moment.
Okay.
Yeah, like certain ones become features for short periods of time, like a guest star, which in this case would make sense.
Sure. So can I do that and then use him to roll as like the relationship die?
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Yep, that's actually what you do with that. You just charm people.
Do. So I'm spending a plot. How do I get the plot point out?
Just pull it out of the grab and drop.
It doesn't say I have any in my hand. That's really weird because it says I have 4, but when I click it, there's nothing there.
I'll pull one out.
No worries. Okay, so
Steal
D8,
card.
D8.
I just hit stealing a card.
Okay.
I think you have to click a thing for it.
Um. $16 with a D8 effect. So, um, choose best total. Choose best effect. Keep.
Okay. So yeah, so what do you say to get him?
Just that Alana said we could drop by if we're looking to buy.
Okay. Yeah, so the moment is he sort of takes a look at you and goes, you got a 12. Alana, huh?
Yep. So,
why would Alana? I'm assuming that's probably an angry effect, or
sure.
Okay. I haven't talked to Alana in a while. Why the hell would she send you here?
I don't know. I just asked, "Yo, where's the best place I can get high?" And she said, "Here." Don't really get into a conversation about that.
This kind of gives you a look like, have you ever done this before?
Yeah, she just looks impatient.
Yeah, and looks over at Oren. Who are you?
I'm the one bankrolling this little trip.
He goes, huh. So, you're someone I don't know, showing up out of nowhere, coming here to my doorstep, asking to buy drugs from me, a legitimate citizen of this state. And you're saying that my ex told you here's the place to come.
I mean, we do live in the bumfuck middle of nowhere. I don't assume there are many more dealers around.
You don't have someone. What are you in high school?
Does it matter?
I don't know who you are. Why on earth would I sell to you? If I was someone who sold.
Because I've got $300 in cash that I don't need, and we need something you have. Or might have.
She blinks a couple times. But hey, if it works.
Yeah, he just gives you a look. He's like, yeah. They just kind of like looks down the streets and goes, yeah, this feels like entrapment.
Ceras just kind of pulls out of his wallet and starts just pulling 20s out one at a time.
And he pulls out a phone and just goes, all right, Alana told you?
Oh, fuck. Okay, hold on. Let me look at my things right here. How shitty would it be to mention Abe's name right now? Yeah, fuck it. I think she says she puts her foot in the door and says okay, fine, it wasn't Alana, it was what the fuck's his name? Hoffman?
Yeah.
Yeah, it was Hoffman. I didn't want to fucking mention his name because he's a teacher and he could get fucking fired for this.
Because he kind of rubs his eyes for a moment. Did Hoffman's ex send you here? I mean, her brother already came by. I told him I wasn't going to sell to Hoffman anymore. He's sending kids to pick up his shit?
No, we're not giving it to Hoffman. We're going to smoke it ourselves.
Guy takes a look and goes, come inside.
Cool. We learned that his ex has a brother. Cool.
Alright, back at the football game.
Uh-huh.
Lauryn is with the cheerleaders. They're going forth, and she appears a little distracted as all the stuff is going on. You kind of like see like where she's looking. Sober is up in the stands and has got kind of a weird fucking stare, just kind of in general as he's looking around and looking almost like everything's a little bit alien to him.
Can you remember? Is that the one who went to the commune?
Yep.
Great. Okay. That's her over there with the cheerleaders. I have no idea. It's a game. They're doing stuff. I don't know. I don't think I know anything. Do I know about the commune guy? Like, Ceras, did you like debrief us in detail or no?
He's probably mentioned he knows where Sober is. He did mention to our scanner partner that Sober has most likely been taken over by fairies and is saying creepy shit.
Okay, I have to wrestle with the fact that I might not know who this student, like, Wyatt might just not know who, like, unless you pull out, oh no, we probably pulled out, like, a yearbook or something so we could know who they were. So, yeah, and, I think that looks like the person Sarah said already got taken. I thought they were at a commune.
He might be part of the group that's been hanging out closer to Seattle. From what I can tell, they're trying to kind of consolidate and bring more people through. But yeah, if the thing is, as far as I can tell, Hoffman hasn't been one for a long time, so he may not have the power yet to help bring somebody in. He'd want someone a little more established to help do that.
Are you saying that they're going to try and do it at the game right now?
They wouldn't do it. It wouldn't be here, but they might be taking you someplace after.
Okay, so what do you think? Should we just like try hang out? I've never been to a football game before. I don't know if like the cheerleaders they probably go to the locker room afterwards. We can't just go into the locker room. That's creepy.
Well, I mean, they probably go in and change and then come back out, or because I mean, a lot of them. I mean, places I've been before, a lot of them just kind of go home and they've been. I mean, she's probably been wearing that outfit all day, right?
I mean, yeah. So, should we just try and find a spot close to the field, and as soon as the game's over, run over to her? Like,
yeah.
I don't interrupt her.
Yeah.
Okay.
That could work.
Yeah, so I think I'm gonna try and get into a position where like Lauryn can see me from where she's cheerleading and like give her a wave, like acknowledging like, "Hey, you exist, and I know you exist."
Okay. Yeah. Well, at one point she kind of sees you, and she just gives kind of like a weird look, a little bit when you wave, and then gives a bit of a wave back, and at one point you look over and you see he's hanging out near the fence a little bit further down, kind of around where some of the other teachers are. Most of the teachers are just sort of like in about a half circle, just sort of chatting while the football game's going on. But Mr. Hoffman is there as well.
Oh no, Eleanor, Eleonora, we have a situation.
Yeah, we do.
Okay, what are we gonna do?
Well, I pretty much guarantee they're both going to try to take her someplace tonight and make the thing happen.
Okay, you're the professional here, right? Like,
I'm a professional. I've barely been keeping my head above water with this stuff lately.
Okay. Okay, what do people like doing after a football game? Have you been to a football game? What do you like doing?
Yeah, I've been to a football game. You go out with friends, you grab something to eat, and there's wait. And as she points, the cheerleaders and they kind of are finishing up, and some of them, including Lauryn, are heading towards the concession stand to grab something.
Okay, let's go. We can invite her to hang out afterwards or something.
Okay, but we're just gonna invite her. Like, they're probably planning on initiating or doing something with her tonight.
Oh, the cheerleaders, like all together, they'll hang out in a group, right? That's what.
No,
Yeah, I know. That's what I was going to
Hoffman
get to her first. We get an invitation first because then it's rude to accept a different invitation after you've already been invited to something.
Okay, fine. We can try.
Okay, what do you want to do? Just like grab her?
I don't know. I've not had to. I just deal with what they become, and I don't do it as well as you guys did.
Okay, we're gonna do this. Okay, let's go. I like grab her and like start running over.
All right. So yeah, you get in line. You get in line behind them at the concession stand.
Yeah, and I'm like, did Lauryn give me her number? I'm trying to remember. I don't think she did because I think I was too rude to her. I don't think she did. So I was like, Lauryn, hey.
And she sort of turns and goes, "Oh, hi, Wyatt."
Hey. Good cheerleading. I've never been to one of the games before, so I don't know if it's good cheerleading, but look good.
Thank you.
I wanted to come because I wanted to say sorry for earlier. Okay, I was having a day, and you were just trying to talk to me and like be my friend, and it was rude of me, and I'm sorry. And if you'd want after the game, if you want, like, I don't know, I'm here with. This is Eleonora. She's new, and I think we were just gonna go like get pizza or ice cream or something, and like if you wanted to hang out, that'd be cool.
And Eleanor just sort of waves and puts on a smile that's maybe a little too big. Okay, make a roll real quick. See if you're able to kind of pressure her into going.
Cool. Is this? You think on popularity?
Oh yeah.
Okay. Yeah. Let me remove all die here. Popularity. Thanks for the D4, Eleonora. God, nothing applies here. Because this is the opposite of what my character likes doing.
Mm-hmm.
Cool. So if I have no distinctions, I get just like a D4, is that right?
Yeah, if none of your distinctions fit, it's a D4.
Yeah, like, this is not sneaky. That's not a word I would describe this as. Well, I can roll 2d4 for the fan club, though, I think.
Yeah.
Or do I only get to do that once per session?
No, you get to roll 1d4 for the fan club. Because the first time it's rolled, you roll both dice and take one. The second time it's rolled, you just roll one of the dice, and then that's the last time you can roll it for the session.
Okay, well, I'm doing it. God damn it. So a 7 with a D4 effect.
All right, take 2 plot points.
Choose best total, choose best effect.
You also are able to... one thing plot points can be used for is to create essentially like a D6 asset.
Right! I would love to create a D6 asset. Because I forgot that I could do that. Is that okay? Or
yeah,
no?
that's fine.
I think the asset is I happen to like. Would it be like I happen to pick out her favorite pizza place?
Okay.
Like I pull the name of it, and like I've heard this is popular with kids. I'm a kid. I've heard this is popular with other students.
Okay.
So like, yeah, we're thinking of going to Greasy Tom's.
Okay. Add a d6 to
All right, please give me something. Okay, there we go. All right, that's a 9.
Okay.
That's a 9 with D8 effect.
Okay.
Oh no, it's a 10 because the D4 gets added.
Not if it's a 1. You can't add 1s.
Oh, all right. I kept the results, so we're good.
All right. Yeah, she just she kind of gives you a look, and you see her kind of look back to like looks like specifically over at Sober. She's like, "Oh, I was supposed to hang out with Sober tonight. But we might be able to go there first. Would it be okay if he came?" He's got a 13 there.
Fuck. I like looked at Eleonora. I'm like, what do you think? This was your idea, and I don't want to step on your toes.
He's like, I think that would be fine if if y'all wanted to come. I'm new here. I would love to meet new people.
Well, there you have it. Yeah.
All right, make a roll. See if you can beat the 13.
Is this to like for her to see this is really not okay, but we just have to be polite and we're hoping she'll say never mind?
Well, the biggest thing here is probably to see if you take stress from. Yeah, because I think the more interesting thing is that you go with her and Sober, and then possibly.
Oh, absolutely.
Yeah, and possibly the
I was
other.
just trying to understand what the flow of the rolling was.
Yeah. So the roll here is basically to see if you're able to do it without taking stress.
Okay, cool. Let me remove the dice. Let's throw that popularity on again. Let's throw that Eleonora on again, and then the generic D4 for not having anything else. Yeah. Oof. Oof.
Grab another plot point.
Uh-huh.
Yeah. Go ahead. Take. I think a D10. I think we could probably go with Afraid.
Yeah, 100%.
On that one. Yep. So yeah, D10 Afraid on that, which is, yeah, we know that. You got to raise a hand. Sober! And Sober sort of turns and starts walking towards all of you. Now, back at Billy's house. So he just sort of turns and it's like, so Hoffman sent you here to buy shit from me.
Like I said, it's not for him.
I find that hard to believe, but how much money you got, kid?
On me, 300.
What are you looking for?
See, I had an idea before, but now that you're telling me that Billy's out, well, I'm wondering what his poison was. Or not Billy, Hoffman.
Abe? Mm-hmm. Yes. Billy liked Coke. Or Hoffman, Abe liked Coke.
Rich habit on a teacher's salary.
Yeah, his wife wasn't too happy about how much it was taken.
Then you said his ex, right?
Yeah.
So why would his ex's brother come here if she wasn't into that thing?
To make sure that he... Listen, Abe's a good guy, but, he doesn't handle his shit well. I promised I wouldn't sell to him anymore. I mean, they may have broken up and she got the kids. That doesn't mean that she doesn't care about him.
Right.
At which point there's the doorbell rings. He kind of pushes the dog start by saying, "Shut up! Shut up!" He kind of looks through the window, the little peephole. Goes, "Fuck." Go in that room for a second. Let me deal with this, but I don't want you here while I'm dealing with it.
Cool. Can we go in the other room and eavesdrop?
The room he kind of points you at is there's like a computer room.
Okay,
Yeah,
cool.
he's like head in there, shut the door. All right, do you both go in?
Yep.
All right,
Yep.
you are in there. His computer is actually on, but he shuts the door, and like you hear him go to the door and open it, and start talking a bit. So before you eavesdrop on that, is there anything else you're doing while you're in there?
I kind of lean over. You know anything about computers?
Kinda. Yeah, she. I think she does. She goes to the computer and looks it over.
But here's the thing: you are high school students in 2018. In this case, like you're pretty decent with the basics.
Cool. Yeah. She's gonna look it over and see if this guy's an idiot and like lists his clientele on the.
Okay.
Well, she's gonna see if she can find his clientele if it's just obvious. If not, she's gonna see what emails he's been getting because see if he's been in contact with the brother or the ex or whatever.
Yep. So yeah, as he's so you're going through, you're not seeing anything that has like a thing on there. However, his Facebook is up. His Facebook and email.
I see.
And a quick search actually gets you. Looks like his wife's name's Rachel Reyes.
Rachel Reyes.
And there's basically a thing that's like, she's like, you know we're divorced, but you need to stop selling your shit to him. And like the back and forth, he's basically, at this point, he's sort of telling her off. But then later on, there's one where it's just a response to her, basically going, "You shut your fucking brother, what the fuck?" And then it's blocked from her. It appears to go. And the emails, as you're going through, you do find a bunch of emails from Ian, just sort of asking to at least set him up with somebody else. Once he actually had cut him off, and at that point, he's just like I don't want her brother coming and kicking my ass or anything, so I'm not gonna. I mean, he's not gonna help him. Billy's got to get basically put all sorts of notes. Like, Billy, you got to get yourself clean. This shit's not doing anything for you.
Okay.
And while that's happening, so yeah, you're looking through the stuff. Oren, are you kind of paying attention?
Yeah, I'm eavesdropping.
Well, as it is point, he's like, yeah, okay, what do you want? Yeah, come on in for just a sec. Let me kind of grab it. And then you hear Sienna Bryce's voice out there, just going,
Damn.
yeah, we just need enough for like it's a little bit of a party. We don't need a whole lot. Some shrooms if you've got it. Weed will be great. Get a dime bag of Coke or 8-ball rather. Yeah, he's like, yeah, I could probably set you up. Yeah, kind of talks over to once and goes like, you hear him go to a room next to the one that you're in, and then you hear Sienna's like, "Who's your good boy? Who's your good boy?" As the dogs are like apparently kind of up on her.
Makes a small note that Santa is just actively buying drugs.
Did I hear that, or was I too focused on the computer?
Well, we'll say you definitely hear her voice on the "Who's your good boy? Who's your good boy?"
Yeah, she looks over and says, "Is that Sienna?"
Lauren, you say anything?
Yeah, I'm like, sorry, my connection's like fading in and
Oh,
out.
okay.
No worries. She asked if that was Sienna.
Yeah.
Oh, great.
And you hear him come back out. All right, here's your stuff. That'll be. And he kind of like gives a price for it. He goes, oh, thanks. Here you go. And he's like, all right. He goes, yeah. Like at least drop me a line if you're coming. You never know if I got company or something. She goes, okay, will do. And then the door shuts. And then the door opens up. And he goes, all right. What are you looking for?
Honestly, if you're gonna have to forgive me because I've been listening to her for a while, but that was Sienna, right?
He kind of looks at you and just like, listen, I don't tell people the names of folks who come by for me.
No, if that was her, we were stocking up for the same party.
Yeah, that was her.
Great. Told her I'd take care of it, and she does it anyway. Great. He kind of looks over at Ivy, just like, okay. Sienna's got all of it this time, so I guess we made the trip out for nothing.
Great. So all that was for nothing?
Hey, at least I got a dealer now. If you're willing to sell again.
Remember, might cost you a little bit extra for wasting my time the first time.
Money's not an issue. Can you think of anything else we need in this scene, Ivy, or should we get the hell out of here?
Don't think so. I think we're good. We got her name.
We got the brother's name, we got the ex's name, we got
more explanation on stuff. Yeah.
Okay. So you head out to your car?
Yep.
I'm assuming there's a decent chance there is a message from Wyatt.
Oh yeah. I'm like trying to say fuck over again, but like I'm typing too fast and the autocorrect isn't catching it. So it's just like a jumble of letters. And then so pizza, fuck, ah.
What is he trying to say?
I'm gonna guess this is an SOS.
Yeah, let's just get to the football game. Get the fuck out of here.
I guess I give you the name like we're gonna be at what I say Greasy Tom's.
Yeah.
Greasy Tom's. Sober will be there. Help.
Greasy Tom's.
Yeah, we'll take us in.
Oh yeah, no. She says while driving, she says, "By the way, if you tell anyone that I was at a dealer's house, I will kill you."
Same goes for me.
Right.
All right. So you cut there to the booth where they're sitting as the two of you come in.
Yep.
Yep. So Sober and Lauryn have just sort of arrived, and he just sort of slides in, has a bit of a look, and sort of looks over and goes, "Wyatt, I don't think we've talked much before."
Yeah. I'm Wyatt. I'm sorry. I don't know if we've had class together or something. So sorry if I don't. If I forgot.
No, it's
if
fine.
we had a class.
I can't quite remember either. I'm sober.
Nice to meet you.
All right, he just sort of sits back and like Lauren's just sitting next to him and just she appears like much happier than you saw her last time. You saw her
Cool, great.
when she was in some rough ways.
Uh-huh.
But doesn't have that sort of semi-alien look that you saw on the faces of both Sober and Mr. Hoffman.
Okay.
So, like if you had to guess, she hasn't been sort of taken yet, but she's just like her mood swing seems to have been pretty dramatic.
Yeah. I think I'll even say like Lauryn, are you feeling better?
Yeah, sometimes just to talk with the right people really sort of brings everything into perspective.
Yeah, for real. I'm glad you're feeling better. That's good.
And about this time, we have everyone else shows up.
Oh. No wait, I don't even acknowledge them because I don't know.
Yeah.
I didn't tell them they were coming.
Oh, yeah. I also slid the pictures of Sober and Lauryn into the classroom on the right.
Ooh, let's have a look. Oh, cool.
All right. I'm like, is that the student council president and Ivy together?
Yeah, and Sober just kind of looks and goes, "Yeah, Ceras, we used to be on the student council together. He came and visited me recently."
Yeah.
Were you in like the hospital or something?
No, I'd moved. I'm not going to school here anymore.
Oh. Okay, cool. Where'd you move?
Seattle.
Oh,
Family friends.
Yeah. Cool. Yeah. And I'm like, bring up my phone to text something. I go to the group text. I'm like, are you going to come up to us or not?
Yeah, we'll be there. Just
I think she texts, "Why would we speak to you?"
I think it takes Wyatt a second to realize that she's not just being standoffish.
Yeah.
He's like, wow, she is mean. And I was like, oh wait, no, wait. Let's Eleonora, have you met the student council president yet? I feel like everyone who's new at the school should meet Ceras.
No, I'm also brand new to the school.
Oh, hey, Ceras. Hey.
Ceras pretends to they got his attention and wanders over.
This is Eleonora. She's new at the school.
That's pleased to make your acquaintance.
Reaches out and shakes your hand. Says, "Yeah, I heard you're the student council president."
That would be me.
And I don't know if you know Lauryn and Sober, but they're here too. And I point to them across the booth.
Yeah, Sober kind of gives you a look. It's like, yeah, we've run into each other recently.
Oh yeah. You said he visited you in Seattle.
Yep.
That's really nice of you. Serious to make the trip all the way out there.
Concerned for a friend. I'm glad to have you back in our city, though.
I'm just visiting. I'm not staying all that long. I was coming to hang out with Lauryn.
Really?
Oh, do you two go back?
We became friends this summer.
That's cool.
So, and then Lauren's just like good to see you. Like, I really enjoyed. I'm just was glad to be part of student council, and I know things have been a bit rough, but I'm feeling a lot better recently.
Well, that's good. Health of a student is the number one priority.
Oh, do you want to sit down, or are you two at a booth?
We'll join in. I think.
Okay.
If that's
So, Lauryn, normally when people come up to me, the whole music thing. I normally I try and just like be chill because like I'm just making music. Like I don't want to make a huge thing, but like was there like a certain song you really liked or something? Like just trying to like figure out my next project,
Oh,
and
yeah.
I'm trying to figure out like what's going on with her, but figuring out what's like music of mine resonated with her.
I right now I'm wishing I could remember the joke titles you came up with earlier.
God, I should just save every time I make a like band or song title.
like
I need to start writing them down.
absolutely. Like if you ever think of one, just jot it down.
Yeah.
Yeah, she like the stuff that she starts kind of pointing out that you listen to is like some dark, depressing shit.
Okay.
Yeah, it was like it's a kind of it's the sort of stuff that you don't listen to get out of a depression. It's the sort of stuff you listen to dive deeper in.
Oh yeah, that is definitely why I'm making music sometimes.
Mm-hmm.
Like literally have to like chug through the feeling in order to get over it.
Yep.
Yeah. And I think like Wyatt like softens a little bit in a genuine way and is like, oh wow, yeah, that's sort of like some of my more intense stuff. I'm really glad you're doing better then.
I mean, it was a rough summer, but I mean, things have really improved lately. And she mentioned some of your more upbeat stuff that she's been listening to lately.
Oh hell yeah. Where yeah, cool. Yeah, no, it's always good to hear like, what people are into because I don't really talk about it much because there's always just people coming up to me and that's weird. Like
Yeah.
what if I came up to you and was like, hey, you're a cheerleader and that's cool, but I did it every day, I'm not saying you did it every day.
Yeah, I'm sorry. I was a little lost, but
No, and
she,
I'm sorry too.
yeah, she and Sober share a look at that point. She's like, I was a little lost,
Ooh.
but things are better now.
Oh, like so you were the one she was talking to, yeah?
Yeah, we both been through some stuff recently, and it was good that we got acquainted. Jin, he kind of looks down and he's like, but we should get going. We're supposed to meet a friend rather soon.
And at this point, I think like Ceras managed to sit himself across from Sober, and he locks eyes with him, and he says, "Are you sure? I was thinking the two of us could have a rather long discussion."
Or do you want to make the first roll there, or do you want him to?
I think I should probably roll.
I need you to know this entire scene is like sending me like God.
Like, we need to stop you from becoming a fairy creature. That's awkward to bring up.
Meanwhile, Ivy's just sat there, like arms across like the booth, just laying like, "No, I'm not touching this one, fam."
Because I do not have a relationship with Sober, unfortunately.
You can spend a plot point to have a D6.
Actually, can I call? Yeah, I'll spend that. Can I also call in the? I have a student council.
Mm-hmm.
He's a former member.
Oh yeah. Are you talking about using your the student council as a thing?
I've got its. I've got a student council as an extra.
Yes, and what happens is if you've got two things that are the same dice, you can roll it afterwards. But essentially, what happens is it means that you roll them after, and then one gets added to on top of it.
Okay.
Oh, and also you may want to make a note that you have two new relationships: one with Ian Hoffman, and then one with Eleonora, both at D4.
Yeah, I got both of those on the other sheet, I think. So let's my 12. Spend a plot point for a D6 on that. leverage in a D8 because I wasn't born yesterday. Okay, so roll these and then roll the 2d4 afterwards.
Yeah. Wait, oh no, go ahead and add the 2d4 because you don't have any other d4s.
Okay.
We just know that we add one on top of the other two.
Gotcha.
Yes. All right, take a plot point.
Okay, if I earn back the plot point I spent.
Yep.
Who we are not getting the rolls tonight. I mean, maybe he could roll 2. He could roll low too.
I think so if you want to put what you want for your total and then what you want for your effect. I'm guessing probably a 10 total and then a D12 or the D12 effect.
I think so.
Okay.
I still can't wrap my head around Cortex.
So yeah, so the basic thing is a basic level. When you roll all of them, you take 2 of them to be the target number that you roll, and then 1 of them to be the die of effect that you have. You could also spend a plot point to have a total of a 13 by adding 1 more die. Oh, no, the 1/3 automatically gets added. So yeah, so for you, you've got probably the 5 and the 5, and then the 3 because it's as an extra that gets added up on top of it. Those become your total, and a D12 becomes your effect.
Okay.
So in that case, we keep the results there. Yeah, the biggest thing is you roll all your dice. You take 2. 1s disappear. 1s are essentially become plot points, which then go into the doom pool. But as far as the thing's concerned, that those you cannot add a 1, and then the extras and features are on top of it. So I'm rolling the doom pool. I've got to remove one of these. All right, I have a D6 there. If someone wants to buy off one of the D6s from the doom pool.
I'll buy off.
Okay.
I got lots of cards.
Yep. So yeah, you can go ahead and spend 1 plot point.
Can I just drag it off? How do I?
You should be able just to grab it and drag it onto the thing.
It's so I see that I have 5 in my hand, like above my icon. When I go to, oh, I see they're really transparent. Okay, got it. I'm good now.
Oh my god, yeah, those do barely show up. The funny thing is, if I take a look at, whoops, shit, I actually hit steal card from Wyatt.
No way.
Yeah. So the funny thing is if you do the normal thing, they actually show up with the like the back of the card. You can actually see just fine.
Weird.
Well, it's just because I think whatever file I used had there were some files I found with all of those on there, and that it came out that way. So yeah, those are harder to see. I might try to do something about that. Okay, so
yeah, I bought it off on the D6s.
Let us. That's a fact. So yeah, he actually rolled underneath you, which means he didn't beat it. So he took a D12. What kind of stress are you giving him?
I'm trying to like impress the idea that I'm like a stronger target than Laura is.
Mm-hmm.
To like almost like not like quite the fear of missing out, but almost baiting him into coming with me instead of her. I don't know what the qualification would be though.
So on ones, like we're not quite to that point yet. Just as far as like the conversation and stuff as you built it, because that's going to be a little outside of like a single thing. But probably for him, possibly insecure.
Yeah.
Right now.
I'm making him doubt himself.
And here's the thing. To be honest, that wouldn't work because you need to, like, it takes time to sort of break into somebody.
Yeah.
And so it's not like they, like, he could still work on you a little bit later. But what is it you had said again as you started it off?
That I was disappointed that he was going with her, that he had plans with her tonight, because I thought that he and I could finally catch up.
Oh. And he just sort of takes a look at you. He's like he kind of like hesitates for a moment, like he's trying to like remember or think through things. He goes, I don't remember did we talk all that much?
You're my vice president. We talked quite a lot.
Oh, yeah. I mean, it would be. What are you doing on Sunday?
Unfortunately, the council meetings are really starting to stack up then. You know, with the festivals and things that we have to organize, it's really getting complicated.
And then Lauren's like, "Oh no, you two should catch up. We can probably do our thing later, right?" And he's like, And he sort of looks around the table. Actually, he kind of then looks over at Lauryn and goes, "Why don't we move our plans maybe to tomorrow afternoon?" Her face kind of falls, and she's like, "Oh, yeah, that'll. I suppose that'll work." And he just sort of looks around and goes, "I should actually probably be heading home here shortly. Uh, nice to see all of you again." And oops, someone said
After you.
Oh, I was saying
Go ahead.
he's probably need someone to like move to let him slide out of the booth.
Yeah, Ceras is going to stand up and goes, "Well, if you're heading back, why don't I get you a ride? I've got the car parked right out front, and honestly, I'm not in the mood for greasy food."
Okay. Kind of gives you a bit of a look. Goes, yeah, after you.
And he'll exit the restaurant.
All right. 2 minutes, and Lauryn looks just a little bit crestfallen. She goes,
All right. Yeah.
"What do you do?"
Go ahead.
No, I was just saying she looks a little crestfallen. That was pretty much.
Oh,
it.
okay, yeah. I
That's-
think I was just gonna say like, well, if you're not doing anything tonight, like we're free. If you want someone to hang out with, like, I was just gonna like probably do a little bit of jamming.
Oh yeah, that would. Yeah, that'd be cool.
Cool. Yeah. We can go to the school roof is closed right now. I mean, normally have like a place to do it, but I guess we can just like here and I like out of my backpack I bring out like a mini weird little setup like on this fucking gross pizza diner table.
Mm-hmm.
And I guess I'm just like show her like here's the program I use and like kind of just giving her like a behind the scenes to try and make her feel like I care about her.
Okay. Yeah, she's kind of like looking it over. And Ivy, what are you doing while showing her this?
Yeah, I think she's just like sat there for a little while, and when he starts getting into it, she's just like just silently shifts out and goes to just like, well, it's a diner. Do they come to you, or you go to them to order stuff?
They come to you.
Yeah. I think the waitress just comes up and she just orders like, "Yo, do you serve beer here?"
She goes, "Yeah, real funny. We don't serve beer here. Plus, you're a little young."
Just put something on the menu. I just need to distract myself.
Okay. Yep. So you order yourself something to eat while they're looking over the stuff.
Yeah. She's just like, yeah, I can't.
Yeah. And so like I don't know if there's like a specific thing to say here. I think like Wyatt's strategy from what he understands here is like, all right, she's really lonely, she's really depressed. She's instead of talking to a therapist, she's talking to this person who's been taken over by an evil fairy. I'm gonna try and be like, if this is what it fucking takes, and like this is horrible for him. He hates doing this.
Mm-hmm.
This is not their idea of the fun.
Yeah. Yeah. So
I don't know if this is like a role.
no, I mean it just sounds like you're just sort of showing her and chatting.
Yeah, and like I think I'm trying to bring in like Eleanor to like, hey, you can have multiple friends here, and I think at some point maybe say like, I don't know exactly what's going on, but I know that like Ceras has been like, it sounds like Sober like might be involved in some stuff. I don't know.
Oh, you said it to her?
Yeah.
Yeah, she just kind of gives you a look and she's like, No, but Sober's been totally cool. I mean, I think what you're worried about is not a big deal.
Okay, no. Like, I'm not like worried. It was just like they were having a strong energy, and like I couldn't. It's either like they're secretly dating or that there's weird stuff going on, and I don't know. I just
Wait, who do you say secretly dating?
like maybe Sober and the president. Like,
Oh, Sober and Ceras. Yeah, I'd go ahead and make a roll on this one because I think part of it you're trying to like now you're trying to throw her off of kind of when I was sober.
yeah, this is like an insecure thing. Like,
Yeah.
I'm trying to make her doubt her conception of this person.
Mm-hmm.
This is definitely leveraging my popularity. This count as a serious roll.
Yeah.
Thank you, another D8.
Why do these plot points always make me gay?
I didn't even realize it. I think this is
Lauren,
pretty sneaky of me.
You weren't here a couple weeks ago, so we just want to say we had a conversation. And apparently you were voted in.
You've been inducted.
Yeah, wait a minute. You get voted into that? All gay people are voted in.
Yeah, that's how it works. I think this counts as sneaky. Like, I'm doing some devious stuff to try and like get her.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, cool. Thank God.
Hey, Ivy, how about you give her a winning smile and back up these rumors?
Yeah. Oh yeah, Ivy's here. Ivy, are you helping out?
I think she's just like eating God knows what, right? And when Wyatt was like, "Oh yeah, no, Ceras is totally gay," she just like looks up slightly, and it's just like whenever like maybe what's her name like glances at her, and she just suddenly just does like a nod, like, "Oh, yes, yeah, it was."
Well, that's great because I can only use one relationship, right?
Yeah.
Okay, well, I get to remove a D8 and put in a D10 because I have a stronger relationship with Ivy.
Yeah.
How
All right.
D10.
Because we're in photography club together, so like we do know each other a little bit, and I have a D8 with Ceras. Like,
I see.
all right, here I go. Those are my 3 die. Yeah. All right, 14 with a D8 effect. So
Damn, go son.
Nice.
keep results. And like to be clear, like it's not like I'm pushing this. I'm saying like either there's some weird stuff going on, or they're secretly dating. Like I'm throwing out just like a bunch of stuff to be like, you don't really know this person. Like, how well do you actually know this person?
Yeah. So
I can't help but notice that she has more dice. Get fucked.
She's right now. I'm just rolling the Doom pool.
Oh right.
Yeah. So the Doom pool is part. Yeah. That reminds me. Oren.
Mm-hmm.
Remind me, and I'll send you a link to just a cheat sheet for the system. That might help a bit.
Probably will.
Yeah, and I can also write something up for you. Yeah, so she's got an 11 against your 14, so she wasn't able to beat it. So you're basically putting probably a D8 insecure on her.
Yeah.
Is my guess. And she's like, "Oh, they were. Is he a part of it?
Like
The ritual?
I heard. Oh, is this for like? So like I heard Sober was in like some kind of like cult, but like I didn't want to be rude.
No, it's not. No. It's nothing. Yeah.
No. Like it's cool. People can believe whatever they want.
I mean, it's not a thing. I'm not even supposed to say anything about it. Let's cut to the car. Yeah, Sober just mentions like, yeah, if you go to the school, my car's there.
Okay. I'll get him in the car and we'll... Like, I imagine they're both familiar with the road. It makes sense when... Like, it's an alert when Ceras purposefully takes the longer route back to the high school.
I will say this. He doesn't seem to notice when you do that. Like, there's actually a fairly short and quick thing to the high school. But he doesn't seem to notice at all when you go a different route.
So, how's farm life treating you?
Good. It's nice to be out there in the air, away from everything. It's been good.
Learning anything interesting?
ton of stuff. You'd be surprised what you learn if you're working with folks who work with their hands and have lived kind of a hell of a life. Learn to appreciate nature in a way I hadn't before.
I feel like I might starting to get a little bit of that appreciation myself.
Oh?
You said it last time that I'd see eventually.
Well, I didn't think you'd get it quite this early. So what turned you?
Honestly, the weight of everything just started getting to me, and I cracked a little.
He takes a moment, he just looks at you, and you see his jaw set a little bit as he's just sort of considering, and he goes, found things a bit rough? A little bit more
Sorry,
peace?
repeat that.
Oh, so found things a bit rough? A little more peace out in the woods?
Yes. It's hard to escape out there. Had a little garden I've been tending to, and just a little slice of nature you needed.
You on Twitter?
I am.
Oh, actually, he kind of pulls out his phone, and I'm assuming it's not terribly hard to bring you up.
Nope.
It's follow. He goes, we should keep in touch.
We really should. But I don't know. Why did you come back into town?
Listen, Lauryn, we were gonna head out into around Mount Tacoma tomorrow.
Really? Doing some hiking?
Yeah, go see a couple places that I found that were pretty cool.
Eh.
A little meditative. Commune with nature, you know how it is.
I'll have to get the notes from you afterwards. I can't think of anything interesting up there.
Maybe I'll show you someday. It's usually I prefer to go up with one person at a time, show them a lot of stuff in the mountains that even we don't know a whole lot about.
Anybody else been up there?
Not that I'm aware of.
I think Hoffman was talking about it the other day.
He kind of catches for a moment and just Hoffman.
And this is kind of like Ceras, like they hit a straightaway, and Ceras kind of speeds up the car a little,
Mm-hmm.
and it's just the pleasant facade starts to drip off as the kind of the executioner's student council president starts to bleed back out.
Mm-hmm.
Yes, he says all sorts of things. Things he's not aware he's saying, really, but a lot.
Like what?
People with insecure hearts go out into the woods, and they aren't the ones coming back.
Oh, and then there's this moment where just like his mouth opens a bit, he doesn't quite see what to say. He goes, I'm not aware of anybody getting lost in the woods, but a lot of people go out there to kind of get in touch with some stuff.
Really?
What do you What do you mean?
And Ceres is almost feeling vindictive at this point. He kind of lets go of the gear shift, and he starts he makes a little motion with his fingers as the seal appears and just kind of dances between them.
Mm-hmm. You said what seal does?
The inducer seal.
Oh, you
God, serious.
So as you bring it up, and he just sort of. There's a moment where he just sort of looks and goes, "That's a surprise."
I've seen the light sober, just not yours.
I don't think you know how to deal with what's in here. By all means, come on in.
Yeah, Ceras is gonna park the car. Let's start this.
Fucking Christ!
Oh God.
God!
It's
Yeah,
so,
Igor, they might find you if you're not careful. Ceras immediately. Hi, it's me, your enemy. I
So-
love it.
I was gonna say in this case because he like Sober is like final boss tough. Are you okay if we cut like you're unconscious by the side of the road later?
Yeah, if I just wake up in my own car, just in a...
Yeah. Like it's hard to kind of remember what happened, but you are like it's almost a soreness of spirit
Mhm.
rather than the other stuff. And Sober's gone.
The inducer seal is just cracked.
Yeah, and like the basic stuff is you remember when you went into his like he was right there. Like instead of a thing where he was like hidden behind some stuff, he came straight for you, and it was rough and it was powerful, and he slapped you around pretty hard. This is Daredevil trying to fight Thor like level of stuff. Back to the diner.
Cool and great. Yeah, so we have been talking about like the cult with her or the commune.
Mm-hmm. Oh, he told me, but he said they're all really cool people. I mean, it's kind of like he looks over. I mean, man, I think you all would like them. Ivy, are you okay? You just seem to be a little off.
Oh, hold on. Yeah, no, she like looks up and like takes a moment to like swallow her food and then says, yeah. Sorry, just I was in ISI. What is it? ISI?
Yep.
Yeah, ISI earlier, and my brother is not fucking happy.
Oh, you got in trouble?
Yeah.
You don't seem like somebody who's in trouble all that often.
Why? Yeah, why? Like,
I can't remember. You don't tend to get in trouble, do you?
It's less trouble
mm-hmm.
and more like I don't know how to describe it. It's like you know those kids who don't get into trouble much, but they're still sort of just frustrating.
Mm-hmm. Oh yeah. I'm a high school teacher.
Yeah,
Yes.
But, like frustrating, but not in trouble kids. She will occasionally do things that are way over the line. For example, changing call records. But yeah, it's like occasional, but it hits hard when it does.
Okay.
Yeah, she just shrugs.
Yeah, she goes, oh, I mean, it sucks. I've been in trouble with my family before, too.
Like what?
Oh, I mean, just out after curfew. My dad caught me smoking pot once. Kind of the regular stuff.
I think this is the first time Wyatt has like. This is the most social interaction Wyatt's had in their entire life at this point with like this many people for this stretch of time, and this is the first time like he realizing like, wow, people getting in trouble for pot with their family exists. Like that's not just a thing I hear about online.
I think she looks at Wyatt and says, you know what it's like to get in trouble? Like she's looking at him like you're a goody two shoes, aren't you?
Let's see, trouble. Listen, like school's just like, whatever. So I kind of just, my mom was just like, keep my head down. Like, I have a life and it's not school. Why?
Is this close to the time when I don't know if you get a hold of them, Lauryn?
Yeah, if I've still got my phone when I wake up.
Yep, you do.
Yeah, I'll play some more direct call. Because I feel like Ceras is one of those people who doesn't do texting. If you have to say something to somebody, you say it.
Yeah, which one of us are you calling?
I'll call Ivy because, like, I have a feel like I think
No,
like
that's a
the
good
plan.
choice.
Yeah,
Yeah.
just I feel like she'd be less involved at this point, or like the one that I could say like very blunt things at, and she'd get the meaning.
Yeah. She flicks. Yep, she flicks the phone and just is like, "Yup."
Like Ceras kind of dusts himself off and goes, Laura can't be allowed to go hiking tomorrow. Think of anything.
Right.
Kneecap her if you have to, but you can't let her leave.
Right.
Sober, I think he kicked the shit out of me.
Why would that happen?
Because he's a crazy fey monster.
Yeah, but just out the blue.
Never mind. Just make sure she can't go anywhere. Say anything, do anything. If you need cash, I've got it. If you need anything, just make sure she doesn't leave tomorrow.
Okay. Yeah, she hangs up and texts Sienna. Well, Sienna and Iris in a group chat and says, "Play tomorrow? Question mark? Question mark? Exclamation mark? Question mark?"
You said play tomorrow?
Party tomorrow.
Hell yeah.
Cool. I want it big in all caps.
Yeah, she just goes, like, we were already planning on it.
Cool. Yeah. She then immediately just looks at the other two and very bluntly is just like, "Hey, Wyatt and I are going to a party tomorrow. You should totally come."
Oh, I've got a thing. I mean, in the afternoon, I'm hanging out with Sober. What time is it?
In the afternoon.
Oh, I think I might be able to go.
She looks at Wyatt like.
And this also seems like, I know a lot of times Oren wants to take off a little bit around 8:30 or so because of sleep and such. But this actually seems like a good place to leave it, so we can try to. I can kind of make the party coming up like a big thing.
Yeah,
with her and the others there. So
yeah, I'm sorry for blowing her cover a little early, but
Oh,
there's no way he would not.
Oh, that's hilarious! I think that's
that
fucking
was great.
great.
That was so
Okay.
great.
I trapped myself in the car with the execution target.
So first thing you want to do is take your highest stress total and put it in your growth pool.
Cool.
Okay.
I realize a lot of people right now don't have a whole lot of growth pool. And one thing I'm going to try to do next time is sort of hit you a lot harder with a bunch of stress.
Mm-hmm.
Now, Lexa you had challenged your power, right?
Oh, I had. Does that mean I put it into my growth pool?
Yeah. So you put that there. And are you going to rewrite what your power says? If you don't, it remains lower, but another value goes up. Like your values will always remain the same amount of like steps, essentially.
I think I'm probably gonna change it to something like power has no perks, excellent in all caps or something like that.
Okay.
But I don't know how to word it yet. But I'll change.
So yeah, so I'll put the one in your it's all the way over there. Okay, I see.
Whatever.
Let's line it that way.
There you go.
So yeah, so you've got that one there. I think for the rest of it, because like the best ways to get growth is 1, to take stress, 2, to challenge one of your values or a relationship. Mm-hmm. And I'll be doing a lot of stuff to hit the values and such, or hit the stress a lot next time, and also sort of challenge some more of the values. So the other one thing you can do is you can spend any die to just gain like a D4 relationship. is one thing you're able to do sort of right off the top.
Mm-hmm.
Beyond that, if anybody wants to go up, or a D6 relationship if you spend a die, if anybody wants to try to raise anything, you would roll your stress pools, which are fairly low right now, against the new dice rating, and then depending if it's a distinction or a relationship.
Okay. So could I spend that D4 on get a relationship?
Yeah, for who?
What's this girl's name?
Oh, Lauryn.
Lauryn. Can
Yep.
I do that?
Yeah, you get you spend one of those, you get a D6 relationship with Lauryn.
Okay. And then I guess I'll just roll that D8 on improving something.
Well, the other thing is you might want to keep that for next time.
Oh, I can save it. Okay.
Yeah. We'll save it till you kind of roll the things with other stuff.
Okay.
I'm gonna hit you a little bit harder. We had a little bit less of time this time.
No worries.
All right, I've got my stress into the growth pool.
Cool. And then your stress steps down 1. If it's a D4, it goes away. If there's anything else, it just goes down by 1 die size.
Oh, okay.
And so one thing, Lexa learned this a couple ways in the other game we're doing. You do there are times you want to at least take stress. Doesn't mean you lose a thing, but making sure that occasionally you are taking stress for something does mean that you are going to be adding. Taking stress doesn't take you out of something necessarily until it goes above a D12, but it will end up giving you growth. So you're sort of seeking stress is the easiest way to get your growth pool. Beyond that, challenging your values or challenging your relationships are the other big ways to do that.
Cool.
Cool.
All right.
So next week we're gonna hit that big ass party.
Yep.
And
Oh my god.
so much shit's gonna go down there because you said I brought the seal up, and I was like, wait, what?
Yeah, I can't fucking believe. Listen, great role playing, love it. Ceras,
Yeah,
I hate you.
Yeah,
I understand it fucked it, but there is nothing in Ceras' head that says, I have the power to kill this man right now.
Yeah, I thought that was
Yeah,
hilarious.
no, it fits. It fits.
We totally need to figure out how to be like, no, we don't have no.
Well, the thing is, he only knows that I'm involved at this point.
Exactly.
And he was
but
already kind of courting me on that.
suspicions, though.
Yeah, we gotta sort of play it cool. Play it cool and dumb.
Yeah, that's extremely what my character is good at, is playing things cool.
Yeah, so, yep, Sober knows that Ceras is a Persona user.
I'm just trying to imagine if Persona 5, but Joker's cover was blown from day one.
Yeah. What happens if the creepy volleyball coach knew?
Yeah. Or one of the endgame dungeon bosses, but at that level.
Yeah. So cool.
Okay.
I'm looking forward to seeing what happens.
You see, now, you see, the thing is, I've just turned this into a Shin Megami Tensei game instead of Persona game.
Fuck you did. That's exactly what you did.
The end boss is right there. He's already kicked my ass in a meant-to-lose fight, and now we're all paranoidly aware that we're going to die.
Sweet.
Awesome. All right, go team.
I'll catch y'all later.
Bye.
Bye.